I said, keep it tight.
Hello everyone, welcome to another week of this video series. We're going to do things a little bit differently this week, I know. Shocker, am I right? We're going to do a movie review. And we're going to talk about a movie that I saw in the cinemas when I was, I think, just out of high school. It's called Resident Evil. And just to show you how different it is and how laid back it is, I'm even going to sit down in this video. I know. Talk about crazy. Plant check, by the way. It's not going great for the fact that my cats are eating it. You may not be able to see, but my cats are eating it. There's that little like kind of thing out of it. I know you care about this stuff. Don't act like you don't care about this stuff. So yeah, we're going to review this film today and see if the bias I had back then of my love of the Resident Evil series is still up to date.
Resident Evil.
Also, if you like scary stuff, well, maybe you want to check out my channel over at twitch.tv/reaps for such amazing clips like this. Yeah, the other guy saved him. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, look, it's going down, guys. Thought I wasn't being serious. Thought I was going to stand for this whole thing.
Incorrect.
We're going down. Talking to you on my level, baby. So the movie starts off in the most 80s or 90s way possible with the reading of history.
At the beginning of the 21st century, the Umbrella Corporation had become the largest commercial entity in the United States.
Even though it's like from 2002, this film.
Out of every 10 homes contain its products.
Thanks for that exposition, though, I guess. Could never have found out any other way. I really do like the soundtrack, by the way. It's kind of weird, but it works for it. Yeah. Of course, we start off and see some biological testing being done before the place goes into lockdown. And for some reason, starts killing everyone, this security system. By the way, the biohazard warning was the name of the Japanese game, so wink, wink. We're then given the most iconic shot of the whole series. I see you. Yes, the eye. And I didn't say original shot. I'm just saying it's the most iconic. It's in the games. Each and every film after this uses this eye shot for some reason. We're then introduced to Alice, played by Mila Jovovich, who is actually, can I just say, the best thing about this franchise. I mean, as time goes on, she just really develops into the role, and she's like the glue that sticks it all together. So she wakes up naked in the iconic mansion house, what have you, which, if you know, is basically the setting for all the mystery that's about to unfold in the first Resident Evil game.
Jill, run for that house!
They set up all these unknowns that need to be solved, like, why is there a scar there? Why is there a drawer full of guns? Don't worry, they fuck it up and answer it like 2 minutes later. But it's this moment, it's this actual moment here that the movie shits itself. And you can see the producers are like, okay, they're at a fork in the road and they're like, do we go down the mystery avenue of creepiness and weirdness, or do we go down the road of just shooting shit up and having a great trailer for all those prepubescent boys? I think we know which one we're going to do. Person who proclaims they're a cop every 2 seconds.
What are you doing? I'm a cop!
Bam. Morpheus type, cool, calm, and collected leader.
No, we take him with us.
Check. Hard-ass woman soldier.
You can't do this!
Blow me.
You betcha. Mysterious stranger with an unknown origin.
Now tell me your name.
I don't know.
Oh, baby, yeah. Secret underground railway system that leads to the Umbrella headquarters? Maybe that one's not so obvious. So if you played the first game, you know that exploring the mansion was like the entire game. The big reveal, if you got to the end, was that this mansion was hiding the lab for creating the T-virus that's putting Raccoon City in a state of goddamn apocalypse. Well, guess what the movie does?
We all work for the Umbrella Corporation. The mansion above us is an emergency entrance to the hive. You are security operatives placed there to protect that entrance.
It tells you in the first 20 minutes. What the fuck? I should say at the moment that this film is directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. You probably know him better as the director of Event Horizon, or dare I say, Alien versus Predator. I just thought it would be cool if the mansion was overrun by zombies and they find out all these secrets and all these, like, you know, hidden doors and shit, but no. Anyway, they go to the hive where all the people were murdered at the beginning by the Red Queen.
Who's the Red Queen?
State-of-the-art artificial intelligence. She's the computer that controls the hive.
She's a big meanie. So we see this love interest between Alice and this mysterious stranger, and gee, I wonder if that's going to pay off later. They find all these experiments being done on who knows what. That reminds me, I need to order some dinner right now. Don't mind me. They make their way to the Red Queen's headquarters just so they can power her down. But of course, you know, it's been 20 minutes. It's time for someone to die. Also, have you noticed that the hacking scenes always have like a revolving camera around the person? Because nothing is more boring than watching a person type. I don't know. It just tickled my fancy when I saw it. You've probably seen this scene before.
Got it.
It's a definite highlight of the movie. Oh well. So they power down the Red Queen, who, shocker, was actually trying to protect them.
All going to die down here.
And now they've unleashed the undead onto themselves. Well done, you idiots. So we're in full-on action film right now. There's no horror, just shooting. I'm surprised there hasn't been an explosion. Disregard. Also, that weird thing before, the hunter is unleashed, and oh boy, the CGI is so bad. It has not held up well. But onto something cool. This actually blows my mind to this day. That isn't CG. Those are practical effects. It looks fucking amazing. So Alice realizes she's been trained to kill and does the old, I know Kung Fu thought. And further realizes she can kick dogs. So what do you do when you know that you can kick dogs? Kick a dog. Cop man over here we find is looking for his sister who works at the Umbrella Corporation where the T-virus is being manufactured. And this zombie raves in the background while he discovers this. I don't know if we can set some music to that. Yeah, I think that adds a different level to the scene. They then make a deal with the Red Queen to escape, seeing as they brought it upon themselves.
I've been a bad, bad girl.
And they promise if they can escape, they won't fry her. And love interest Johnny Boy over here, we find out is the bad guy.
Fuck off.
He was the one who set the whole thing in motion while Alice was trying to take the Umbrella Corporation down from the inside.
We'll bring this corporation down.
And by the way, he's killed like 5 minutes later.
Oh my god.
So it's this big reveal of, I'm the bad guy the whole time. And then, fuck you, you're dead. There's like, the pacing of this film. And by God, does the hunter look bad? I mean, look at it. Look at that. Jesus. He looks like the villain from Power Rangers. Still trying to decide if it's worse than the Mortal Kombat Annihilation computer graphics or not. Tell me in the comments, please. In common form, they have to escape from the hive while a countdown rings out, kind of like in the games, and the licker chases them. Got the classic bullet time that every film after The Matrix has now adopted as canon. The hunter also wants to get on with Miller. I don't know why it makes me laugh, but it does. Michelle Rodriguez, who's in every single early noughties film, turns into a zombie, shocker, and the hunter gets its tongue pierced. And through this, it somehow combusts. I don't know. Then there were two. But I mean, who really cares at this point? I think we all know that these two were going to be the final survivors. And just when you thought it was all over with and you're like, okay, sweet, movie's done. We figured it all out. The unstoppable Alice is stopped by 3 scientists in a hazmat suit.
What are you doing? No!
Because Reasons. Mr. Cop, he's taken away because he was scratched by the hunter, and now he's experimented on because he was infected by it.
I want him in the Nemesis program.
Wink, wink. I wonder what's going to happen for the future of this franchise.
My name is Jeff.
And then we're left with the longest crane shot in movie history at the time to signify, yo, sequel. Of course, until they made drones, but, at the time, it was very impressive. Young whippersnappers. I mean, so that's it. It's got its charm about it, but it really just goes on to the fact of, I don't really care for any mystery.
Hello?
Just film it with some weird rock music playing in the background because that's what people want to see in a very slow-paced video game franchise.
A dining room.
Where it's all about suspense and atmosphere. Who am I to criticize? This film, though, made $100 million internationally. $100 million. It's no wonder they made 5 sequels after this. It really is like hot garbage looking back on it now. The CGI, the plot, the acting.
Thank you.
Pacing of it. It's entertaining at times, but now it's just, I would rate it probably back in the day around a 6. I'm pretty sure I would have rated it a 6 when I first saw this at the cinema. It was new, it was engaging, it was fresh for me. Loved horror films. But now looking at it, I give it like a 3 out of 10. And that's being generous. A 3 out of 10. Going with a 3 out of 10. There are the iconic scenes in there that really, boost its numbers. But it's held so poorly over time. That CG. That CG. I mentioned the sequels beforehand, but by God, they're even worse than this film. They're even worse. If you want to see the sequels, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it if you're liking this series and want me to endure those piles of shit any more than absolutely necessary. Anyway, I thought you guys would like something a bit different. It's a little bit different for me as well. I mean, I'm sitting down. That's a pretty big shock for me. And guys, remember to dislike the video, don't comment, and don't subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Because reasons?